my inner child is jizzing his keks.
Got into it with one of them and called her a scumbag the other day.
Don't, you're giving me Vietnam flashbacks.
Liam, me boobies!
I was listening to Busted just to try and get G'd up for this concert. He crawls inside of an elephant's vagina to hide.
I wish you
on a secret mission.
I am getting concerned
About
your lack of fatness.
my lack of fatness.
You are not as fat as you once were.
Yep.
And what is this podcast without a fat man?
It's called progress, baby. I've just been.
I'm getting concerned,
been eating
disappointed in
less and
you.
smashing more.
Like what? You're the source of all our powers.
It's my meat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know that like people?
You're voluptuous, curvaceous.
I'm still a loser, dude. Like part of me thought, like, oh, you know, people who are fat have developed like humor as a complex. That's not to say all fat people are funny, but all funny people have been fat.
Isn't it funny that most fat people are only funny about fat stuff?
No.
I make a snap judgment whenever I see a fat comic going like he's gonna talk about being fat.
Don't.
No, you don't. Which is why we do a podcast together. Because I found the only fat guy who's a comic and doesn't talk about it.
I have got one bit at the moment that's kind of about being fat, but it's.
But
not
you got
so
skinny
much
before you started. Doing
yeah. So it doesn't really work anymore. No, I'm not skinny. I'm like fat skinny. It's weird, you know. I weigh
skinny fat.
I weigh the same. Whatever, however you want to use it, baby. Glass half full, glass half empty. It's still half a glass. Do you know what I mean? Just fucking however you want to say it. I forgot the point I was trying to make.
It's been 90 seconds.
I'm on the back foot. I'm all defensive. I'm like, it's fight or flight.
Well, you're not running anywhere. We've established that.
What was I going to say? What was the?
I don't know what you were going to say.
Did you ask me a question? Something about being fat?
I just mentioned that comics who are fat do nothing but talk about it.
Oh, I was just going to talk about I was just going to say that this time last year, wedding, it was my anniversary last Friday. Mm-hmm. I weighed the same as I do now. Like the number on the scale is the same, but the shape and everything's different. I look thinner now. I just look completely different.
Gone.
I wouldn't say gone.
Still got a fat ass. You just lost everything.
Pear shaped, you don't see it below the desk.
Yeah.
Hips and tits.
It's Paul McCaffrey that's got a bit about how he looks like a toffee apple. So funny.
It's been the gym, I think. Just the gym and eating
What,
less.
the gym's helped you lose weight?
Yeah,
Mad.
Yeah.
Fucking hell, this just in.
Well, people think, oh, what's the secret? They're asking me constantly, sliding into my DMs.
Are they?
It's like, eat less.
Are they doing?
Smash
Are
more.
they doing that?
That's
Yeah.
the answer.
People slide into your DMs asking for your secret.
Hey, I've had a few little, we've seen you as a brand ambassador for our nutrition. Yeah, I know. But I take it personally. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, I've just knocked them back, so I'm waiting for a more lucrative deal. Yeah. And Bitcoin as well.
You're waiting for Subway to get in touch. That's the difference.
Mate, did you hear about that guy?
The Subway guy or the Bitcoin guy?
The Subway guy?
No.
So there's a guy who was like on the...
I could have said no.
Ad campaigns for Subway. He, like, the whole thing was he just ate Subway and lost weight through that, apparently. You know what I mean? And he'd hold up his old pair of jeans and he'd be stood in like one leg of them. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so he used to be a big fat cunt. He was dead famous in America, part of this ad campaign for Subway for years, and nonce.
All right, okay. Fucking hell.
Always got the happy, positive stories on spread
Literally
negativity.
not relevant to Subway whatsoever.
Just next time you eat a BMT, think about it.
He was eating really fresh. They were straight out of the womb fresh.
Jared, his name was, if you want to.
Jared.
Yeah.
I hate those people though that are like, look, I can lose weight if I just eat nothing but McDonald's. Like, yes, of course, because you've ate one McDonald's meal in a day and nothing else. So of course you've lost weight. You fucking moron. You're still dramatically unhealthy.
Yeah.
You've still ate nothing but shit food.
Yeah.
So stupid, man. It's not even.
It goes
like, people sit there and
though.
they're surprised. It's like, what are you surprised about?
Yeah.
Man eats less than his maintaining calorie numbers, I guess. Yeah, man eats less.
You want to be in a deficit.
Yeah, man is in a calorie deficit. Man loses weight.
I know.
And
we all want like quick fixes and like secrets, and people pay like out the nose for like tips and stuff. Listen to me, lad. I lost a fucking couple stone, and I'm talking like I'm the fucking guru. Yeah, like 2 stone. And in fact, no, just over now. Yeah, just over now. It's been dead slow and steady though, to be fair. So I've not really.
I've noticed because you fill up less of the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like if you, one of our listeners actually like sent me 2 days thumbnail saying like, "Weight's dropping off you, lad." It's like a gradual.
No, you were just sat next to Big Bobby T. Bobby's came out today. Anyone looks fucking.
Still looked a fat cut next to Carl Legacy, didn't I?
Yeah. Funny. This is our last record for a while.
Mate,
the boy's going to Florida. It's fucking exciting.
10-year-old me is my inner child is jizzing his keks because not only am I going to fucking Disney World on Monday, I'm going to see Busted on Friday.
You're going to see him Busted? Where?
I'm going to see Busted at the Echo. Well, the
I was
going
to say Beth's going on Tuesday, I think.
Is that Manchester? Is it? Yeah. No, I'm going Liverpool with Rebecca and her sister.
You don't know where I'm going, do you?
It's going to go off. Where are you going?
I remember today, fucking well excited for this. I'm going seeing Shania Twain on Monday.
Oh, in Manchester? Rebecca had to like sell her ticket to her dad because of Florida. Yeah, like her family are going to that
I'm
as well.
I'm taking my mum. Got it my mum for my birthday. You know what I mean? Everyone's been calling me a little fanny for going to see Shania Twain. Mate, she's 50 years old and she looks unbelievable. Mama didn't raise no fool. That's all I'll say. Oh, mate, so excited for that.
You're going to pay her from the gods?
You've seen my mum. We're going to be in the disability access thing in the middle. Like, wow, mate, sick, fucking amazing view.
Yeah. Of what the work she's had done.
Mate.
How old is Shania Twain?
I don't know. Let's Google it real fast.
Because it's that album, innit? It's that one album that was a massive success.
Oh, yeah. I don't know any of the songs except that don't impress me much. Man, I Feel Like a Woman and You're Still the One.
You're Still the One. That's
a good one.
Don't. You're giving me Vietnam flashbacks.
She is... 58 years old. Fucking hell, get it up, you girl. From This Moment as well. That's a tune.
That album, right? It was my mum and dad's like getting pissed in the dining room.
Let's scroll through a song, see how many I actually know. Sorry, go on.
That album was my mum and dad's getting pissed in the dining room, blasting till the early hours of the morning. Not shagging, I mean blasting the song. But like that's the album they'd play, and it would wake me up as a kid. The amount of times I heard me mum and dad singing at the top of their lungs, "You're Still the One" at each other makes me cringe today. I can't listen to that song without going, ugh. It was like sleeping like that with the fucking pillow over me to block out them shagging and them singing Shania Twain was like a large part of my teenage years.
Let's just have a quick look here because I've just Googled the songs I know, and I know 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I probably know more, but like based on the title, I know 5 of their songs. Let's see how many of those 5 are in her set list for the concert.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be all like modern
2,
stuff, isn't it?
3, 4. To be fair, 4 of the 5 I know are in the set list, so I'll take that. And the two of them are in the encore, mate. So that's going off. I'll sit there bored out of my mind until the encore.
Play that song I like. Just that one song. Mate, Hanson are supporting Busted. I'll just be like, mbop, mbop. I just want to hear mbop. And if you don't play it, I want a refund.
I mean, if they're supporting, they've got 20 minutes. I would imagine they'll pay the 4 best ones they've got. I imagine that's probably that's it. Yeah. But yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm very excited.
One thing I worry about with like the older artists is like how much live stuff are you going to hear and how much lip sync, because it's a thing. They do like lip sync and stuff. Yeah. So are you gonna?
I'm still desperate to get Luke Combs tickets, man. Your wedding is why I don't have tickets to see this man. You realise that?
Oh, fuck. I'm sick of people moaning about that. Richard was like, do you know how stressful that day was for me? I was trying to get tickets for the Rugby World Cup. I'm like, don't give a fuck, lad. It was my wedding day.
Oh, mate,
I'm making about you.
You're not as important as my future happiness, though.
But I still won that day, didn't I?
So I was skint. I was skint when you got married, and obviously you know I was skint. And I looked at Luke Combs tickets, and they're like 65 quid, and I was like, oh, I'll just wait a little bit, and they literally all sold out within like 6 minutes. Yeah. And it's been impossible to get any more.
It came on sale the following day, didn't they? My mates were trying to get them.
I've got an alert on Twickets, and an email came through today. The first one, the alert's been set off for 6 months. The first one came through today, and I missed it by 20 minutes, and they were gone.
Yeah,
and mate, just fucking, it's ruining my life. It's ruining my entire life. I'm on Twitter every day, and it's just scammers after scammers after scam. Yeah, well, this is it. I like really vetted I got into it with one of them and called her a scumbag the other day. I really got into it.
Call on the phone
because she looks legit. All she's done though is hack somebody's Facebook account and use her Facebook to do it. Do you know what I mean? So this woman exists. She looks normal. Everything's fine. And as I've got into
normal.
just like a normal human being. Like she's like a woman in her 50s. Just looks like she's got her Facebook's like all open. You can see everything. She's got like tributes to her dad who passed away, and like birthday. God, she was getting loads of people on her birthday tagging her and stuff, and like it's a real person, but obviously the person behind the account isn't, and that's the fucking issue because obviously she's been hacked. But yeah, I got into it because my goal is to just keep them talking until they mess up. Yeah. Because it's always someone that's like using fucking AI to have this conversation with you. And I said, could like we meet up, like you're local to where I am, can we meet up and do it in person? And she was like, oh, I can't, I'm not in the country at the minute. And I was like, oh, where are you? You know, I'm actually traveling myself. It wasn't going to be this week. Whereabouts are you? And she said Ireland. I was like, what a coincidence. Oh my God, I'm in Ireland as well. What part? And she was like, yeah, she literally just put Dublin. I was like, Guinness. Oh my God, I'm in Dublin as well. And we got into this like back and forth. And then she was like, I can't meet you because my mum's really ill and that's why I can't go to the concert. But I am really sad that I cannot go to the concert. This concert is really important to me and I cannot go. Just I was like, I've got you. So you bullshit, fucking. I was like, you're a rat.
Do you know when they call up, mate? You know, when you get the phone like on a landline, like I always just keep them on and I pretend that I'm like vulnerable, you know, like I'm confused and I'm scared.
There's no pretending. Quite a vulnerable person.
Well, I proper play it up, and then when they get to the point where they think they're about me to get me to download the software onto my computer to give them access, I go, fuck you. Do you know what I mean? I do the old flip reverse, like you're not getting nothing off me. And I've had them. I just love how they go from like that courteous professional to "fuck you, bitch." Like that's the one I get all the time. "Fuck you, bitch." One of them threatened. They were like, "I'm gonna call this number every single day for the rest of your life."
Well, I must admit
that's just an inconvenience to you as it is to me.
I must admit, like as soon as I'd like done beefing with her, I started shitting myself a little bit, and I blocked her. And I thought like, I'll be the one that she hacks next. Do you know what I mean? Like these people are able to do it. And I said something like. She went, my mum's really ill and that's why I can't go to the concert. And I said, is she ill because she's got a gobshite daughter? And I was like, I probably went too far.
Even if it was a genuine person now as well.
Yeah, it's like... definitely not. You could tell just by the way they type and stuff, man. They're fucking idiots. It drives me crazy.
Joe, my sister-in-law is in a country duo called White Little Eyes, The Boss. Check them out. And they posted
the one that sang at the wedding?
Yes, that's Rebecca's sister. But yeah, so they posted a cover of a Shania Twain song. Shania liked it.
Oh, fuck off, really?
That's
fucking Aaron Wood will like it when he sees it, mate. Oh, mate, I just... What a woman.
Finish your sentence. Usain Bolt's liked a few of our reels. I'm going to put that out there because I fucking... Follow us, Bolty, lad. What are you doing?
I don't think he's watching the pod.
He'd follow us, but he can't keep up. He's too slow, lad. See what I did there?
I did, yeah. It was meant that.
Who's losing weight, lad?
I don't know why he's liking the videos either, to be honest. I'm really confused. But yeah, he's like, we've had a couple of... big names are like the videos and stuff. It's mad that like someone like an Olympic athlete from Jamaica is like interested in our Finding Nemo clips. It's like I just love the idea of he sat at home going, "Oh, that was from the Finding Nemo plot. That's funny."
Not to do with us, just like Finding Nemo.
Yeah, I just love the idea that he sent it to like his.
I think he liked the vegan butty clip.
Yeah.
So he's like, love fish, fuck vegans.
I just love the fact that we come up like he's scrolling reels at night time, like because I struggle to like differentiate between like separate the art from like a human being. Do you know what I mean? Like, but he lies in bed.
Yeah, he has shits, lads, where he's fucking scrolling on his phone, and we're a big part of those shits.
I'm glad. I'm glad.
You talking about?
He does fucking massive ones as well.
Oh mate, calories in, calories out. He's fucking. He's burning them and shitting out the fuel. Would
like if I Google Usain Bolt now, would he?
Is he still? He's not still. He's not still competing, is he? Mate,
no,
that hoodie is fucking sick, by the way.
Oh, just noticed it.
Is that embroidered as well?
Of course, embroidered. Mate. He's got a soft feeling. Man, he looks like he's 20 years old.
Well, you know
so ridiculous. So he did an interview fairly recently on. I think that's Jonathan Ross or Graham Norton or something.
So everyone always
like that.
Everyone always
for the benefit of the audio listener, he just looks exactly the same as he did.
That's the thing. Everyone always acts surprised, like what they say about athletes or footballers and stuff. Oh my god, they still look amazing. Of course they do, because they've been eating right and exercising their whole fucking lives.
Yeah, but then you see some of them like who was it? Who
Paul
was
Gascoigne.
who was the boxer that got super fat after he fucking
Ricky Hatton.
Maybe Ricky. I'd
rather not cast shade at boxers. I mean, you know, if we're in a situation where Balsy's seeing our reels, I'm not fucking generating no heat.
No, my point being, I can't remember who it was now.
Ricky Fatton it was. I mean Hatton, sorry. Slip of the tongue.
And yeah, he got really fat and everyone was like fucking giving him loads of shit and stuff because he got fat and like slagging him off. And I was like, he's been like in the prime of his fucking life for like most of his adult life.
Yeah.
Like the man just put on a bit of weight. Like it's okay.
Do you think it's because they're working so hard every day, but so their diet is at a certain level where they're eating frequently? They are to maintain calories. They're not like me trying to lose weight where it's like I'm eating less than I'm outputting. They're just trying to eat enough to compensate for how much work they're doing. It must be hard for them when they stop doing that work. They just are used to eating like...
I think I found him, sorry. But yeah, I know what you're saying. Like, I don't know how you would... Like, I'm still going to be as hungry as I was, but I'm suddenly not moving enough.
Just as much
Who is that? That's really fucking annoying. They've not attached his name, but it's literally him and it's who I'm thinking of.
Let's have a look.
I can't fucking remember who that is.
I don't want to be right. Is that Amir Khan?
No.
Don't slide that in then. I don't know.
No, it's not.
Box is that?
Why is no one mentioning his name?
Prince Nassim.
Maybe.
Okay, I'm not that bad then, am I, lad?
But I mean, it's not great what you said either.
Oh, I wasn't... Okay, yeah, that's not... don't slide the picture in.
Yes, it is him.
Prince Nassim. See, I was bang on the money.
I used to think his name was Prince Nassim. Just fun fact for you. I confidently said it in work once, and
that's the worst.
It was a real bad time for
mispronunciation. I love it.
It was terrible. It was really awful. It was really, really terrible. In the previous episode that we did together,
sorry. I wanted, just while we were talking about concerts and stuff, I actually wanted to know what's the best concert you've ever been to.
Well, I saw Harry Mack recently, didn't I?
The old lyrical G.
Oh,
so he's a freestyle rapper, and I've only seen like one of his clips recently, and I was nearly crying because he freestyle rapped in front of Ice Cube, and Ice Cube was going like, I think Ice Cube's comment was, "You the truth, baby," and it just hit me on an emotional level. His fucking hero is going, "You're good at what you do. It's what I do too. And you're very good at it." And I don't have a connection to this guy. It's the only video of this I saw, and I was just getting emotional and rewatching that bit over and over.
Yeah, he's just a fucking G, man. The concert was so good as well. Like, the gig was so fucking good. I didn't know what to expect. I went with Rob Mulholland because he's the only other person that I know who's expressed an interest in it, and we car shared once, and it was a 2.5 hour car share.
Don't tell me you were freestyle rapping at each other.
Of course not, but it's all we talked about for 2.5 hours. So I went with Rob, and I said to Rob, I was like, I don't really know what to expect. And he was like, well, I think he's going to do some freestyle rapping. I was like, you're a fucking gobshite. But in the sense of, like, he can't just constantly stand up there and just constantly get thrown words. It's not going to be interesting. And straight away, I got exactly what I was able to point out to Rob exactly what I meant because he came on through the crowd. So he went on. He had a support act, and then he had a DJ that was just playing all the fucking like songs that get white people turned up.
Yeah, Ramesh Ranganathan did that before his stand-up. You know,
really? Yeah,
he had the DJ on playing.
Yeah, he's so good. And I've never genuinely rap. Like me and Rob were talking about. I've genuinely never seen a crowd as hot as this one. To the point where just like fucking
ready,
like G'd up. Do you know what I mean? To the point where when his DJ was on, he was playing all these fucking songs, and Rob was like, he needs to pack this in because they're going to tire. The crowd's going to tire. Like, it's just, this is too good. Do you know what I mean? Like, they were giving so much to the supporters that you would have thought it was Harry. Like, his crowd were just so fucking good. And then when the DJ was done, all the lights sort of powered down, and the door right behind us, like literally just over there, opened, and they had a fucking camera guy following him. And so it was obviously a massive fucking light on it, almost like a spotlight on his camera. And he just like, this music starts and he just starts walking out, and the fucking crowd lost their mind, and he was just walking along and just talking about everything that he could see within the crowd and what people were wearing and shit like that. And his camera guy was so good because he would only show us what Harry could see.
And was it going on the big?
Yeah, it was on a big screen.
Where was it? What was the venue?
The Ritz in Manchester.
That's good, that as well, because it's like just intimate enough in it.
Yeah.
It's not like a huge...
Mate, you'd have thought there was like... I'll get inside in a sec. But yeah, so he's walking through, and this camera guy was so good because we only saw what Harry could see as he rhymed with it. Yeah. So he said something like, these rappers are all the same, something like identical twins, and then turned and there was 2 fucking twins in the crowd. So that the pop that you get when it's mate, it was just so
when you'd
fucking
see
good.
the reference he just made.
Yeah. And he walked on stage, and the show was called the Odyssey Tour, and he just kept doing words for ages that rhymed with Odyssey, and he said something like, Manchester, I'm in the place to be, so make some noise if you're ready for the Odyssey. And the room just fucking erupted, mate. It was so to the point where I got a little semi on. Yeah. Like, I turned to Rob and I was like, is your awful twitching? Because mine is like, it was
just took your baseball cap and turned it backwards.
Yeah, like, I had my little Homer Simpson hoodie on. But mate, it was like I said before, there was 1,500 people there. You'd have thought there was 10,000. I've never heard a pop like it. Even Rob was like, you'd have thought Edge just came back at WrestleMania. It was mate, it was fucking ridiculous. It was so good. And then it was great to be in a room, because I'm fucking nerding out now, but for the people that don't watch his stuff and that they aren't open to it, he does something called Omegle Bars, and he'll go on Omegle, he'll meet some strangers on there, and he'll ask for the most like creative random words.
That's the random chat in it.
Yeah.
So it'll just put you on to a random webcam.
So he'll ask
it's usually an Indian guy masturbating. Yeah. But then every now and then you'll get someone who'll give you a rap suggestion.
Yeah, very much. Well, he said on like podcasts and stuff that he doesn't really get that too often, because you can put keywords in. So like, what are your common interests? Like, he'll put like hip hop or rapping.
Misspells rap, puts fap, and he's just inundated with
but yeah, so he'll go on Omegle Bars, and he'll ask for like creative random words, and people always give him like table, microphone, just stuff that they can see in their room, like crisp packet, and it's just so fucking boring.
As well, they'll go for like the things they think can't be rhymed, like oranges notoriously, but like he's got it so in his head, so
and like
many.
supercalifragilisticexpialidocious is so fucking boring, man. It's the same stuff all the time, and like I said, they'll just rhyme with laptop, and it's so easy to do, whereas all of these people in the room were fans of his. So for like the first time, I got to see him actually tested, because with like genuinely like Rob, we got to put our own like topics in, and I can't remember what words I was saying and stuff, but like Rob was putting like oceanography in and like random shit that. Okay. So like stuff that's actually fucking interesting. And all like different topics and different ways. Like he's got a thing where he says no food and no animals to people because they get used all the time. And one guy put a topic in, he was like only rap using food and animals, and he did like a 2-minute thing on it as if he's at the zoo and what he's eating. And it's so good, man. It was just so sick. It was class. Like I'd say that's actually up there. As stupid as it sounds, like I've been to.
It's also quite recent in your head though, as well, isn't it?
Yeah, recency bias does play a factor, but like I've just never seen a crowd so fucking hot. So like it was just, mate, I was sweating my bollocks off. It was during the heat wave. It was only like a week ago. We're recording this on the 18th of September. So yeah, it was only like a week ago I went.
Yeah.
And
when it was at the fucking height of
mate, it was like 40 degrees in there.
Ball weather.
I got back and my top, I could wring out my top. It was fucking horrible. But yeah, man, just so sick. Who else have I been to see? I saw Arctic Monkeys at Leeds Fest. That was class. That was back in the day though, before they were shite.
Yeah, okay.
That first album, I think.
That first Arctic Monkeys album's still probably one of my favourite albums of all time. And then the second one I liked, and then I've like been disconnected from them. I quite liked AM because a few of the singles were good, but I've not been an albums guy with them since. I don't know. I get artists have to like grow and change. I understand why their genres changed, but I just liked that first one. At the time it came out as well, I was around their age, and it was just like, it was so fucking good and so different. But yeah, I've not kept up with them, and I've tried to listen to some of the newer stuff, and it just doesn't really
doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
I can't really remember who else I've seen. Who have you seen?
I've seen loads, to be fair. Lots of like fucking pop punk bands. And,
I saw like the A Day to Remember is probably the best gig I've ever been to. That was just, I caught the drumstick, man. Like,
I love shit like
17-year-old me was fucking
stuck that drumstick up his ass that night, didn't he?
Yeah, I took it off a child as well. Mate, I was not playing games. I was.
You're talking about an actual drumstick, or you're a lollipop? You rolled a lollipop off a kid.
Yeah, do you like the ones that drummers use?
Oh yeah, mad that. When the band's on.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah.
The best band I've ever seen live, and it's purely just because of how it made me feel, was Blink-182, because of the nostalgia. Like the original lineup, they were doing a tour where they weren't like touring a new album, they were playing the hits. So it was just like, you know, when a gig takes you back to a time and a place, I was just like a fucking stupid teenager again in a Bullet for My Valentine top with an emo fringe. And it just took me back to there. No, but like,
how you ever got pussy is fucking mind blowing.
Yeah, I fucking thank the Lord every day. But even like watching footage of that gig back, the singer Tom is so shit. His voice has gone dog
They
shit.
always are.
No, but like,
hello there.
it was
like, it's always
I know,
shit.
but it was live. It just didn't feel like that. It didn't sound like that. I was just in it.
The guy from The Script is fucking horrendous.
Really?
The lead singer of The Script is potentially the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life. He's so bad. I remember like when he was in Manchester, I didn't get to go, but I watched it on YouTube afterwards, and I was like, I'm kind of glad I didn't go to this. It's fucking terrible. But then everyone was in the comments saying like he was really poorly at the time, so his voice was shot. And so I was like, oh, fair enough. Maybe you can't help being ill. It is what it is. And then I saw another clip not even that long ago, like 6 months ago. I was like, unless he's poorly 385 days of the year, 365 rather.
You give him the benefit of the doubt.
Like, it was just fucking, I was like, this is so stupid.
Do you know when I go to Florida and in one of the Disney parks, Epcot, they've got like a concert series on, like, so it's different artists. When I'm there, Boys to Men are on. I'm gonna have to go see Boys to Men.
What's their song?
I'll Make Love to You. I make love to you.
No, they've got another one as well.
The end of the road. Yeah. I'm missing Billy Ocean by a week. Do you know Billy Ocean?
Go.
Billy Ocean is sick.
Want you back.
I don't know if there are any other words like, but banger after banger. Do you know Billy Ocean?
The end of the road.
Do you know Billy Ocean?
Not personally.
No, do you know are you familiar with his body of work?
No, because I thought of the black guy, which is Frank Ocean. So
no,
definitely
Billy Ocean's a black guy with dreadlocks.
Oh, well, I thought of the wrong black guy.
Next topic. I don't know if it's worth bringing this up, and we might be cutting this because it's just so dodgy. I was listening to Busted just to try and get G'd up for this concert. Can't remember any of the songs. I can't remember any of the songs. There's a song in their first album that would not come out today. It is so problematic. It might be worth looking at the lyrics at how problematic.
What's it called?
So they're all just horny teenagers in every
I feel
song.
like fucking Jamie.
This one's called pull it up. It's called
Young Jamie.
I think it's either called Change Your Mind or All the Way. It's on the first album and it's after the song Psycho Girlfriend, I think. Yeah, I've been listening to it a lot, which is embarrassing. But not so much this one. Mate, the lyrics, it literally...
All the way. Okay.
The chorus goes, well, you said that you would, but then you change your mind. How could you do this to me? It's just so unkind. It's really problematic, mate.
You've got to understand things are getting out of hand. You can't just leave me sitting here unseen to... Fucking...
It's so bad.
What in the Russell brand is going on here? This is terrible. This is terrible. We're not going to talk about that because this is coming out in mid-October. It'll be. It's weirdly, I hope it's not old news.
But it goes without saying. But I think I've just heard so much about it. I feel like I've got nothing to contribute other than what's already been said.
I started posting a tweet and I literally deleted it. And I saw Adam Rose tweets and then later saw another tweet where he posted that he had just deleted all these previous tweets because you can't have a reasonable discussion on Twitter. People have already made their mind up before the documentary even aired. And the thing that got me the most is everyone, obviously Daniel Sloss spoke out.
Mate, when he came on, I was like,
mate,
did you expect it to be, did you watch it live? I watched it live.
Yeah, I did, yeah. And yeah, as soon as he came out, man, I was fucking made up in like, he's just a diamond of a person. Like I watched X, and if you've not seen X, it's probably one of his best specials where he talks about a friend of his that was unfortunately abused, and he basically tells every bloke ever to just sort their fucking shit out. He's a diamond of a man, and to see him sort of still standing up for women years after X has come out and still be like, he didn't just use it for, oh, this is a good story that I can use on tour. That's not what it was. Yeah, and he's still fucking anyway. Everyone was fucking tweeting afterwards saying, "Oh, it's just another no-name comedian trying to make his name."
What? It's like one of the biggest.
It literally, but like, why let the truth get away in the way of a good story, mate? It's the fucking morons. He literally, the day before it aired, he posted on his Instagram that he's added a third date in a 2,500 capacity theatre in Turkey. He's one of the best-selling comedians on the planet. Just because you haven't heard of him just means that you don't understand stand-up. You don't know anything about stand-up. He's genuinely one of the fucking best. And like, oh my God, it's infuriating. It's so fucking annoying.
That's why I don't really want to get into it. Not like because as I said, I think it goes without saying that he's a fucking wrong'un. And one thing that I do think I think people who have a platform, it's important to speak up about things, but because we're in like industry with so many like sort of egos. I just, to me, sometimes it feels like people make it about them, and I don't want to be like that.
It's been fucking so annoying watching comics make jokes about it. Like it's their like Matt.
You just did. That's what got us on the topic.
No, but like, that's fucking different, innit?
It was on point, yeah.
But like comics was like Matt Bragg tweeted saying comics are tweeting this like their World Cup final. It's fucking weird. Your friends and colleagues have been abused. Like this is, you need to understand. And it's so fucking true, man. People like I was seeing different people tweeting like popcorn emojis and stuff when it was going on. I was like, what are you? Just let's not even fucking get into it.
Sometimes you can't win though either, because people will misconstrue your silence for other things as well, won't they? So why aren't they saying anything about it? And that not us. No one gives a fuck what we think.
But like that's even more to the point though. Like if people are judging your silence, don't not be silent.
Don't say something just to not be silent.
And just don't make jokes about it. Like it's better than saying like you're fucking comics, man. You make jokes every single day of your lives. You can have one day off. Do you know what I mean? Like you don't have to.
Yeah.
Like I gig 4 or 5 nights a week. I didn't need that tweet for like 300 likes. You know, like so fucking stupid, man. Yeah, it does me head in. Anyway, next subject. I don't
Busted
want to
lad.
talk about it. He is, yeah. You missed that. That was worth it.
I didn't miss it. I did.
Well, you didn't give it what it deserved.
Well,
you just didn't.
We'll let the audience be the judge of that.
Fucking terrible. Like, comment, share.
Have you seen like at water parks and stuff those like guns that people will just like fight?
Yeah,
you know, water rides. You can just get behind a gun and shoot people.
Subject, by the way. Have you got something you want to say, or you just thought of the first thing that came to your head?
Why? Who enjoys that? Would you do that? Would you be like, yeah, I'm going to paste these people in the face?
Absolutely. What the fuck are you talking about?
There's people who go to theme parks and they're excited for that bit. I'm going to paste some unassuming
I don't know if I'd be excited for that bit, but if I see someone going underneath my little bridge and I'm on the bridge and my little like, are you stupid?
No, but like, I'd rather just be on the ride.
If she's 90 years old, that's the benefit. Like the older and more like decrepit they are, that's it goes out the window. I've got no morals in that situation. It's going in your eye.
I saw an Instagram video of like these lads doing it, you know, shooting some fella and his kids while they were on like a river rapids, and the fella's head, he's got a bald head, and they're just keeping it on his head while his thing's spinning round to the point where he goes like, "Fuck off, bruv," or something like that, and the person who's doing it just goes, "It's allowed, fam."
Oh my god,
it's allowed.
I hate it. Were they people that should have been using that sort of language? Did they look the part? Because there's nothing more infuriating.
Fuck off, bruv. No.
Right. There's nothing more fucking infuriating. I was on holiday in Costa Brava years ago with Beth, and we still to this day quote this family that we ended up spending the fucking week with, not through choice. They were just one of those where you're just always fucking there and you did nothing but hear them. It was so fucking annoying. They were Cockneys. They were from down south, and they kept calling each other our kid, which was very annoying. That's very annoying.
Northern, that, isn't it?
That's very northern. That's literally just Manchester. It's not even anywhere else. Maybe it's a couple of other places, but like fuck it, like it's known for Manchester. These fucking Cockneys are saying it.
That's the distinction between a Wool and a Scouser. You know, Wools say kid, Scousers say lad.
Right.
I shouldn't say either, but I say lad because I want to fit in.
Okay, good. You didn't have to tell on yourself just there. That was completely.
I call
unnecessary.
you lad on the podcast all the time.
Yeah. But yeah, man, there was this fucking family. They were so annoying, and still to this day, all they would do constantly is go, "Brav, brav." Bruv. And now me and Beth still to this day, like if she I don't know, she takes one of my chips, bruv. It's just, mate, like it's become an inside joke for 5 years. Yeah. It's so ridiculous, mate. I hated these people so much. We ended up sat next to them once on like the all-inclusive, like we're having tea, and the mum was next to us because it was like a family holiday, but these like the kids were adults, they were like in their 20s, and she was just sat on her own crying. And we ended up sat like next to her because there was only one. It was a tiny hotel, so there was only one table free. We didn't really have a choice. And she just started fucking unloading all of her family drama on us, slagging off this daughter and slagging off her son and everything. I was like, oh my god, just trying to eat my pasta,
trying to get a chip in.
Yeah. And she was just like proper wine drunk, just crying. And then they ended up like turning up, and she was like, "Oh, hello, you're right, nice to see you." It's like you've literally just spent an hour slagging him afterwards.
Yeah.
And like we was one of those where we couldn't go. She was in tears, so we just had to sort of. It was fucking horrible. It was God, I hate it so much. Like when you go on holiday, I hope you actually have this. You've spent so much money on going to Florida, and I hope you.
Well, you hope I go to a water park and spray some fucking cunt.
No, I hope you just have people around you that do your head in. I went to Turkey ages ages ago. Oh, mate, somebody else's unhappiness though in that sort of situation is so funny. Like, you're going to enjoy this, but you could mainly because you know how much I hated it in the moment.
Okay, yeah.
I went to Turkey years ago, and there was we got off the flight, and we've got straight onto the coach. And as we've got onto the coach, I can hear this Scouse woman just sort of shouting at her kid. Didn't think anything of it, just sort of like, it's a bit fucking annoying, but ultimately it's like 1 a.m. The kid's probably being annoying. It is what it is. And this girl was called Mia, and we sat on the coach, and it's like 2 hours transfer in Turkey, so we sat on the coach, and she's doing nothing but scream at this kid. Wouldn't you know that they're staying at our hotel?
So were you sat there like waiting for them to get off? Like, please,
oh my God.
Come on.
God. and yeah, man, for like, turns out, because we got chatting to her as well, it turns out that her daughter is severely autistic. And let me tell you what doesn't go together. A Scouse mum, the name Mia, and an autistic child. Because for the entire holiday, it was just, Mia, 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 Mia. And I was like, oh my fucking God, this has been the worst holiday. I was in the spa one day.
Which one was autistic, the mum or the kid?
Both.
Okay.
And me as well. But I went into the spa one day, and we're just sort of sat in the, just like in the pool, and the door to the spa is just like right over there, and it's open. It's like an open thing. Like, it doesn't actually have a door; it's just a walkway.
Yeah.
And I was sat in the pool, and it's like serene, and there's really nice music on and stuff. And literally, the mum goes past screaming at the kid. And I said to my missus at the time, I was like, I feel like it's following me. Do you know what I mean? Like, you feel like it's like even though it's like she's not here, I can still hear her.
Like the spa, they're the moments where you go, this is what being on holiday is all about.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm me again. I mean, you know,
Mia again. Fucking mate, it was so bad. It was so fucking annoying, because I would just remember sitting there and just like, you're hearing the waves breaking. It's lovely. It's got these ocean sounds, beautiful, nice like music. You've got these like the incense is on, the burners on, the thingy. What's it called? The what are they called that you put oils in and it fucking sprays?
Melt warmer.
No,
imagine that you go to this big posh bar. You've just got a Yankee melt warmer in the corner.
No, what are they called? We've got one at home. What's it called? The fucking
Airwick Glade. I don't fucking know.
No, they're called. They've got like, you put essential oils in them, and then it just like the mist. That one.
There we go. Got there.
But yeah, you can just smelling all these beautiful things, and then she just walks past. Mia. She was on our flight back and everything, and oh my God.
I feel like I've got a bit of, because I feel for parents on flights. I think we talked about this before, but I'm worried about, like, when I last went to Florida, you've got like it's the long haul flights. You've got like I fly with Virgin. You can watch films. There's like a screen on the back. It's so true. You can just watch films as entertainment, but obviously they've got stuff for kids and stuff for adults. But you go into Florida and there's loads of kids on the plane, and sometimes I feel, because I when I cackle, you've heard on this podcast, I can't keep it to myself. And last time I was watching the film, and it's so stupid, I've not watched it since, Grimsby, with Sacha Baron Cohen, who plays like Ali G and Borat. There's a scene in that film where he crawls inside of an elephant's vagina to hide on a secret mission. But you see the footage from inside the vagina, and while he's hiding, an elephant's dick comes in and starts blurting all over him, and I'm screaming my head off with laughter because it's just stupid. And you know, when something's unexpected, you don't. But there's just kids everywhere, and then I start getting para, and I'm trying to cover up the fucking. Yeah, I'm anxious about that.
Yeah, you should download some movies for your Mac, but just like really horrific, like what we talked about when Kyle Legacy was on that fucking Australian movie. What's it called again? Wolf Creek. Yeah, watch Wolf Creek and Saw.
Oh,
makes me mad.
On the water rides, I was talking about the spray things before.
Oh, so there was a point.
I brought it up because it reminded me when I saw that thing on Instagram of when we went last time to Florida, me and Rebecca. She'd go on all the roller coasters, but she was being a proper gimp about getting wet on the water rides. And I was like, look at the heat. This isn't Valhalla in Blackpool. Like, you'll dry off. It'll be nice. It'll be refreshing to cool down. Please, like, go on them with me. And there was there's this one in Islands of Adventure in Universal. I was like, please go on them with me. And she was like, do you get that wet? And from memory, I was like, no, you don't get that wet. And mate, it was literally like There was
sodden.
Just literally at one point you're going through on the boat and there's just you go through a waterfall and as it's coming up I'm shitting myself, not because of the waterfall, because I know how much shit I'm gonna get on the other end of it. And she's going, oh Liam no, as if I can stop it as we're getting close. And then the words that come out of her mouth I'll never forget. As soon as she gets drenched she screams and she goes, Liam, me boobies, because her tits were so wet. But isn't that minging? A grown woman saying boobies. Terrible. And then
terrible.
We get off that.
Chebs, come on. Chebs.
Me chebs. We get off that. There's another water ride straight after it. I'm like, you're already wet. Let's go on the River Rapids. It'll be sound. You're not going to get that much more wet. You're already piss wet through. And we didn't anticipate the people having those like fucking guns. And as we're going under the bridge, this fella just takes aim at Beck. And he starts splashing her in the face, but then makes his way down to her minge, and she's wearing jean shorts. Amazing. And this fella is just pelting Beck's minge consistently like a stream. And she's
and you in the corner wanking.
The whole time she's looking at me like this. While she's just getting pelted in the minge, like fuming at me. I've never known fear like it. It was more exhilarating than any of the roller coasters.
That guy's a legend, though.
No, he's a dick. He's a legend. I think that's a dick move, that.
No, it's not. You've paid to go on it. They are there for a reason. He's using it for, okay, you're on a flight.
Its purpose isn't to paste someone in the minge.
The person on the front, in front of you.
It's a family-friendly park.
You're on a flight. The person in front of you reclines their chair. What do you do?
I think they have a right to do that. I agree. It actually pisses me off when people get funny about that.
I back that. It's got a recliner.
It's got the recliner feature. They've paid just as much as you. Don't be a cunt.
Don't get me wrong. I will ask the person behind me.
Oh no, I don't.
But ultimately, their answer means very little to me.
Yeah, but
this is me telling you that I'm gonna
be more of a dick.
But this is me telling you that I'm gonna recline my chair. Me saying, me saying, do you mind if I recline my chair? Is your opportunity?
No. I mean, yes, I do mind. I'd rather you not do that.
Sucks to be you then.
That makes you more of a dick than if you just do it, and then you do it, and they go, "Excuse me, could you sit up?" I'll go, "Fuck off now." You're just responding to them, but you going, "Do you mind?" and them going, "Yes, actually, I'd prefer it if you didn't," and you go, "Well, fuck off then." You're more of a dick.
Admittedly, I've never been in the position.
Yeah,
I've only been on like one flight where I was able to recline the chair. I'm not going far often.
Yeah.
Fully enough, I went to Vegas and there was a kid behind me who was like genuinely her feet weren't touching the floor. Yeah. So I was like made up.
She was buzzing. You put the telly there.
Yeah. Excuse me.
Fucking hell, lad. We've done 50 minutes.
42.
We haven't even done any features.
It's actually 42. Should we do some features?
Yeah. Should we break for the rest of the camera?
I don't know. I mean, it's not on, so yeah, probably.
It's literally. Oh, how fucking good is that timing?
We've got merch. Finally, we've got merch.
We've been talking about doing this for ages, and we finally made it happen. We've got our own online store at spreadnegativitypod.com. We're selling t-shirts with logos. We're selling queefs. Whatever you want, we've got it.
We're selling queefs in a jar if you want one. We've got beanies, mugs, phone cases, loads of stuff like that, so check it out. But if you do order something, and I cannot stress this enough, order one size up. I'm a large to extra large in most things. I've got a 2XL in this. Liam, you'll notice, doesn't even have a hoodie yet because they're still making his out of a bed sheet, right? Proper nightmare stuff.
Check us out, spreadnegativitypod.com. If there's anything that you want and you don't see, let us know. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah, we'll sort it out. And we will get better at these adverts as time goes on. Features?
Feature me, baby.
Features, lovely stuff. We've got actual features from actual human beings. Have sent them in for the first time fucking ages.
Hallelujah.
Ah, God, it's very exciting stuff.
Did I hit that note?
No, of course not. But yeah, please keep sending stuff in. I'm so sick of Reddit. It's fucking boring. We have to look at Reddit for so long to get something that's not heavy, that's not annoying, that's not like to actually find something funny. And so it's just fucking people being stupid on there. It does my head in.
Let's face it, though. If you weren't doing stand-up comedy, that'd be your fucking homeland.
I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I only got into Reddit for the pod.
Yeah, okay.
I genuinely never used it. I don't know how to use it. I actually don't know how to use it. I wouldn't know how to post and stuff. Like,
have you ever posted?
Let's not get into it. No, I've not. I told you I use it to look at OnlyFans girls. Leaks news.
That's why I wanted to ask if you never posted. Just like, does anyone know where I can find this? Name, are you the person who puts comments on Pornhub? Name, please.
No, I'm not. No.
Do you ever look at them?
Of course, yeah.
Mad idea.
She posts not like laugh, innit?
Yeah, because you need a giggle to return yourself to reality. Yeah. Do you?
Oh yeah, it's great.
What do you mean post nut? I'm talking mid nut. Just having a little look. What's being said here? Fucking gimps. Move on to the next one.
Right. Okay. Good. Anyway, point being, please keep sending stuff in. We really fucking appreciate it when people do. Just your questions, advice. If you need advice, if you've got advice for us, like maybe stop doing the podcast, something like that. Or just like random scenarios, stories, something that's happened to you. Just send stuff in. We'd really fucking appreciate it. Spreadnegativitypod@gmail.com. It just makes the content better. It makes our job easier. And I'd rather read out your stuff than some fucking Reddit incel. Largely,
why did you point at me when you said that?
Largely, the listeners are probably Reddit incels, but we won't get into it.
I don't think that about you. Continue.
They probably think it about themselves. You're just not well observed. No. Anyway, okay. So this one's been sent in by Matthew Thompson. He says, "Hey up, guys. You wake up one day to discover that you're a WWE wrestler. What's your name, your attire, your catchphrase, your finisher, and your walk-on music? Love the pod. Keep it up." That's a fucking great question because you're a nerdy little gimp.
I am, but I'm not a wrestling gimp, as we've talked about. Yeah, I've been to
Matthew
a few
seems
shows.
to think you are because I'm not into it, but you've been to a show and then this submission's come in, so...
Yeah, but I don't know much about wrestling other than...
You don't have to. It's about you. It's
All
not
right.
about the wrestlers. You fucking spaz.
So what have I got to pick?
You need a name, attire, catchphrase, finishing move, walk-on music.
Okay. Name. There's just one thing not springing to mind. And
I feel like this is going to be terrible.
It's gonna be there's gonna be copyright infringement, like, because I'll have Drake's lawyers coming after me because I want to be called Champagne Poppy.
Why?
I want to be called Champagne Poppy. It feels like I want to give off like.
So you don't want your own name. You want to remain anonymous, if you will.
Well, no, not anonymous, but if I'm gonna be a character, I'm committing to the character. Because I think it's weird when wrestlers are called like fucking John Jones
Cena.
and that.
John Jones? You mean the UFC fighter?
Yeah, but you know what? It's just a generic name, innit?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, John Cena though. Yeah, like The Rock. Just when you use your normal name, it's just stupid, isn't it?
Huh?
What's his name? It's in the credits still, isn't it?
Okay.
The Rock's his middle name. He's Dwayne The Rock. But yeah, Champagne Poppy. I want to go for like rich dilf.
Okay.
Vibes. Good. I want to be like
Alberto Del Rio, that fella from back in the days.
No, I don't know who that is.
Yeah.
When I think Champagne Poppy, I think like I'll put grey highlights on my beard. So I've got like that old and I'm gonna be a chest. I want to be a cowboy. Like.
So that's your attire. Okay, good.
Like gold, like arseless chaps, but like little silver ballies. Yeah, I'm going full cowboy. Champagne cowboy. Champagne Poppy.
Okay. What's your catchphrase? Not so bad yourself, little Liam.
Mr. Elvis is coming back, baby.
If you know, you know.
My catchphrase would be... Well, my walk-on music would be Poppin' Champagne by All Time Low. It's an easy one, innit?
I don't know that song.
You got me popping champagne. I just come out, I'm fucking with champagne, and I'm spraying it everywhere.
That song goes to the Boston style.
Is that what he did?
He just had like beers and he would spray
them.
He
smashes them though, doesn't he? Yeah, well, I'm not smashing them. I'm like...
Glass everywhere, nightmare.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's more, I'm just spraying liquids all over people.
Okay, I'm sure they'll appreciate
Not
that.
in the ring, no, because that's a health and safety hazard, and Champagne Poppy is a responsible older gentleman, and he takes things like that seriously. Okay. But yeah, I was spraying champagne, all-time low, popping champagne. What was the question you asked?
Your finisher and your catchphrase.
Me catchphrase is "Let's get popping."
Okay.
Because I want to be popping champagne,
okay.
right?
It's actually not that bad.
but pain is spelt like as in causing pain.
Or P-A-Y-N-E.
Champagne Poppy. No, pain as in P-A-I-N. Like I'm going to fucking make you feel it, bitch. Let's get popping. Yeah. And when on me finisher, I get you in a fucking headlock, right? And I lift you up. And your ass is facing the crowd, and I look at them and I mouth it.
Squeeze until they spray.
And everyone goes, "Let's get popping!" And I mimic just like you're the bottle of champagne, and I'm spraying your ass at the crowd, and then I fucking dive onto your head like that. Champagne Poppy, baby.
It's actually not that bad.
Let's get popping. I'll get the. I'll wear the costume for Halloween when I get back. Not really joking. That's a promise I can't keep.
It's actually not that bad.
Do you like that? I think that's marketable.
Yeah.
Maybe like WWE back in the 90s, they had people with snakes on their arms and stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, Santino. That wasn't in the 90s. That was actually more recent than you think.
Was it actually?
Yeah. Yeah, it was like literally the 90s, like 2010s and shit as well. Yeah.
Did it go off its head at a point in time?
Yeah,
and then
like when it went PG, it just became a bit silly.
When I went to the show in Wembley, I was getting like sort of a brief education on some of the storylines, some of the wrestlers. Someone told me that there was a live.
I love your commitment to acting like you don't have a fucking clue what's going on.
It's not why would I hide it, mate? I'm so open about all of my nerdiness. I love.
Because you're
comic
ashamed
books.
of this one.
No, why would I be? I grew up reading comic books. I love.
Makes you again.
I think you're just fucking projecting here. You've made more wrestling comments than me. You've referred to events. It was like you even said before. It was like Edge doing something or other. I don't know what that is.
He came back at the Royal Rumble.
You had the posters in your room that your uncle made you take down.
I've never denied it. That's the difference.
No, but I'm not denying it. I am denying it because it's never been a thing.
Just sounds.
Anyway, you're making me sound guilty.
Bullshit.
I heard there was a live sex celebration that someone did.
Yeah, Edge.
They brought up their partner.
Yeah.
They had a bed in the
Edge
fucking
Lita,
ring.
yeah.
What the fuck? And then what? The whole crowd went wild while they were shagging under the covers.
Yeah, I don't know whether they were actually shagging.
No, but as a kid, were you like?
He pulled off her pants and shit, and then yeah.
And what were you like as a kid? Were you like, oh, this is fucking? Were you pulling the pudding? There?
No, I wasn't. No, because you couldn't see anything. You didn't see anything. He just had like sexy music on, which was very distracting. Actually.
Is it? Yeah. It's very distracting. Like I want to see the action.
Yeah, literally. But yeah, Edge and Lita. Oh, what a duo! Fire.
My mate, when I was in secondary school, he was in a death metal band, and they supported Lita's band, and that was apparently
I didn't
like
know Lita had a band.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't even know who Lita was at that time. I only know who Lita was because my mate fucking opened for her, lad.
Right.
So that's my claim to fame. What's your fucking wrestler anyway?
Okay.
I don't watch it. Go on.
Okay. My guy would be called Aaron the Vanilla Killer Wood.
The Vanilla Killer.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So you go and buy your name.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, you're Dwayne the Rock Johnson.
Yeah.
But Vanilla Killer's your middle name.
Yeah. Aaron the Vanilla Killer Wood. And what are the other questions?
So walk on music.
Yeah, you retire your catchphrase, you finish, and you walk on music. So my finisher, I caught the 99.
The 99, like
it's like 69, but we're just both upside down.
How are you submitting them? You're both doing handstands back to back.
I don't know. I haven't thought that much into it, but yeah, we're called the 99. The 99 bomb, something like that. I'll just fucking throw him on his head out. I'm not thought about it.
You start getting the nickname Mr. Whippy, though.
Yeah. Yeah. What else was there?
Music.
Just the ice cream van jingle.
Oh, mate.
That
gets in your head, that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
If that goes down our street, I know it's drugs anyway. Yeah. But if that goes down our street, I'm singing that for the rest of the day.
Yeah. So, mate, it's good marketing because you're not forgetting it.
Oh my God, I've only just realised vanilla's a flavour of ice cream.
Yeah.
I was just thinking you're just like so vanilla and you're killing. I didn't even think.
I've just got the ice cream
full on ice cream vibes.
Yeah.
So what are you wearing then? You dressed like an ice cream?
I'll be covered head to toe in hundreds and thousands.
Oh my! like what's his name? The one who's sprayed gold. There's one who's like completely gold. Yeah. So you've just got like sprinkles all over you.
I'm sprayed head to toe in hundreds of thousands.
Flake coming out the top of your neck. Pull it out like a steel chair.
What else is there?
The music, the walk, like you've done the music, you've done the attire, you've done the...
it's just a catchphrase.
Go on, what's your catchphrase?
So, everyone that I've got beef with, I will change their name to some sort of ice cream-based pun to undermine them.
Okay.
So, like, the Underflaker. And, like...
Fucking so stupid.
And, like, Raspberry Ripple H.
Oh, my God. Go on. What would you do? What would you call Champagne Poppy?
Sorbet Mysterio.
But you'd do it like with a straight face. So baby stereo.
But it does mean that I'll have to have beef with very specific people because I've not got anything.
Yeah,
for
they're the
Champagne
only
Pappy.
three that you'd plan. Yeah, Champagne Pappy.
Like who else is there? Give me a wrestler and I'll try and make it.
I'm not good with them. The Edge. I couldn't have made it. I'll give you the one. I'll give you the one fucking syllable. The Rock.
The Rocky Road, mate.
Yeah.
There you go.
Marshmallow Gimp.
That was fun. The Vanilla Killer. Get it trending worldwide, mate.
Mate, Champagne Pappy had smashed the Vanilla Killer's head in. I'd have your ass pointed at the crowd, just fucking spraying champagne.
But this is the point. I'm covered in hundreds of thousands, so you get pure sticky.
I'd have no grip.
You'd have no grip, mate. Not thought about it, have you?
I haven't, no. It's a health and safety hazard. I'm spraying champagne everywhere. You're sprinkling everywhere. We're going to break each other's necks.
Be all right. Right, so how long have we done? Lovely stuff. We got time. Got another one sent in. This is from Connor Barker. He says, "Hey lads, got a bit of a difficult situation that I need your advice on. I've just found out that my mum has been stealing from me. I'm 22 and I still live at home. I often get paid in cash, so I like to put it to one side in my room and let it stack up a bit as a bit of a savings account. Recently I went to get it so that I let's slow the foot down." What?
It's just the way you said it.
I'm trying to read.
I know. I don't know why it tickled me so much.
I don't know. You fucking loser. Recently, I went to get it so that I could count it up as the boys were talking about going on holiday. I knew I had at least £500 there, but when I went to get it, I had only 380. I know this is completely impossible as I always had £100 each time, no more and no less, as I'm a little bit OCD with that. It's just me and my mum at home, and after questioning myself over and over, I know there's no way I had less than £500 there. She has to have taken it. I feel so angry. I know she struggles with money, but I pay my rent on time, and if she'd have just asked, I'd have always helped her out. What do I do?
Oh, such a tough
So his mum has been stealing. She's been doing some steals. He thought he had at least £500, potentially £600. He always puts £100 in there. For some reason, he's got £380.
That's like not even.
He knows Mama Bear's been stealing.
Yeah, not even a round number. That's a really tough one because you've got to confront her, but it's just how do you do it? And then, like, even if you confront, and they go, "Yeah, I did take it." What if they lie? What if they lie though? And then, yeah, it's a fucking.
I'm getting the feeling that he just lives. There's only two of them in the house, so he knows she's taking it. So does he go over and say, "I know you've taken money from my room," because I feel like she's just going to get on the defensive straight away.
Yeah,
if she's stealing from him. Absolute piece of shit, by the way, if she is.
Yeah.
Sounds about your mum and that, but your mum's a fucking terrible person if she's stealing from her son.
Well, my dad would.
Fucking hell, let's make it about you, Liam.
Yeah, like, but I don't know who's the piece. Right, so my dad was an alcoholic, yeah, and he would like. Sometimes I'd have situations like that where money would go down that I had like cash in my room, but the thing is, I'd know about it because he'd tell me, right, and he'd like, it was like I was his loan shark. He'd pay me more back when he got paid.
That's your new wrestler name.
The loan shark.
So you go in, like, people have got beef, wrestlers have got beef with other wrestlers.
And I take
you go in, you
beef
take
on
them
us
out.
alone. Oh, I thought you meant like.
No, you take them out.
Yeah.
And then they owe you money, mate,
Yeah,
and then they don't cough up, and you start going all shark on about their loans, mate. That's what happens.
Biting fucks. But yeah, I kind of like profited off my dad's alcoholism.
Come out to the Jaws theme tune as well.
Dun.
Your attire could just be like some tighty whities with a shark on the front.
On the knob?
Yeah.
But then it just highlight how small the lump is within the shark's mouth.
Socks would be all right.
But yeah, I profited off my dad's alcoholism. I got to the point where like I feel that, but like if I had like if I was at a house party or something and I took like a crate of beer and I had some beers in my room, sometimes the beers would go down, but then my dad would buy me like more beers.
That's not stealing then.
No, but I kind of like took advantage of that.
But that's fine.
I'd like leave a few.
That's fine because all he's done.
At the weekend.
I back that because like if I take someone, let's say Beth's got chocolate, and I've had the last little bit that she has, and then I replace it before she notices, she now gets a full bar because, like, I went to go get it. Do you know what I mean? Like
But what if she starts like ballooning and you're causing that?
What?
Do you know what I mean? What if she's eating too much chocolate?
That's getting fat.
What if the chocolate's getting to her?
Why are you calling my girlfriend fat?
I'm not. I'm just saying, what if?
Fucking someone's lost a bit of weight. Look, you're projecting now.
Yeah.
Fucking skinny mini over here. You know, everyone else is...
Skinny mini. That is the first and last time I've ever been called that. And I loved it.
But, like, it's just fucking projecting. Why are you calling my girlfriend
I'm
fat?
not calling her fat. I'm just saying, like...
Sounds like you were.
If you're enabling a problem.
Sounds like you were.
But anyway, back on track.
Yeah, we should probably get back on track to Connor.
I think you've got to confront her about it and then maybe actually put your money in a bank account, you fucking weirdo. What are you doing? Keeping cash on?
No, I back that. I've been there and stuff because you forget about it and stuff. And no, just because you forget about it and it's a nice little top up to know that you've just got a little bit more. If it's in my bank when I was younger, I would spend it if it was in my bank.
It's the opposite for me. If it's cash, I'll spend it.
No, because I never took cash out with me. Yeah. So like it never got spent ever. So yeah, I back that. I think what he needs to do, I think he needs to go and get his mum by the scruff of the head, mate. Fucking start giving her the 99.
What, sprinkle her with hundreds and thousands?
Yeah. No, I think what he does, I think he goes up to her.
At least it's not the 69.
I reckon he kidnaps his mum. I reckon he puts her in the back of a van, scares her half to death, mate. Takes her to like an undisclosed location.
Yeah, but like if you do that, the whole point of that, like the scare is like, who's got me? Why am I here? She'll know it's you. You're the person she's been robbing off. She'll know it's you.
Yeah, but like, I don't think she's going to make
your voice is breaking.
Hang on. Do you reckon that what's going to happen is she's going to get kidnapped and she's going to go, this might be about the 120 quid I stole? Like, do you know?
Well, you might have to you go, who have I wronged? What have I done? Oh, yeah, I did rob 120 quid.
Right, but you would never in a million years assume that that's justifiable. Like this kidnapping, and it's like some men have come and got you in like masks, and you've gone, this is probably to do with that 120 quid.
Well, you try and figure it. You'd be like, what have I done?
You would, and then you would quickly go, this can't possibly be about the 120 quid. I'm in the back of a van.
Yeah, well, what else have I done that's bad? I mean, robbing off my kids, pretty bad. Like, that's the first place your brain would go.
No, the reason I say he has to kidnap her is because I think like he needs to go so far so she never does it again. Not harm her, but just like kidnap her, stick her in the back of a van, just take her to like a fucking desert, mate. Just leave her in the desert.
Where's the nearest desert here?
Don't worry about that. I don't know where he lives. Yeah. He might live in Vegas.
Yeah, okay.
There you go.
Okay. Take her to the desert.
I don't feel like he does.
Take her to the scorching hot desert. Yeah.
Take her to the desert.
We're dealing in pound sterling.
Take her to the desert.
Take her to the desert.
Yeah. I changed that. It was dollars before. Should I? But he takes her to the desert. Yeah. And he just leaves her in the desert, mate. He cracks a window, but only tiny bit. Only tiny bit.
So she can just about survive.
Survive.
What if she doesn't, lad? What if you've killed your mum over 120 quid?
Well, she
deserves it.
No, she's not stealing. She ain't doing no more. Yeah, you've got to pay $5,000 for a funeral, but you've got to spend money to make money. I
don't think you have to pay anything. I think you're going in the slammer.
Mate, they won't know it was me.
Oh, go on.
I don't have a van, first of all. You're tracing the van back to me, are you?
Perfect alibi.
Nor do I have a black hat. I can afford a van.
I've only got 380 quid to my name.
I don't have a black hat either.
Is that what you'd be wearing?
That's what I'd be wearing, but I don't own one of them. So he'd be like, that can't be Aaron.
Like a top hat?
No, like one of the things, the ski mask.
A balaclava.
Yeah.
You said a black hat.
Yeah, a ski mask. Same thing. But I'll have just been to H&M that day, but they won't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got myself a cute little hat.
I think they would know that. Whenever there's a crime committed, just hate to be a downer on this, but whenever there's a crime committed against somebody, the first people they look at are those closest to them. And call me crazy, but if you and your mum are the only two people living in that house, I think you might be suspect number one. And if they go, all right, where's he been? Let's have a look at CCTV, and they see you.
I'll buy the hat a month before then, and I won't tell anyone I've got it.
Perfect.
There you go. See, there's always ways around it, mate. I would get away with this. It's easy because you just kidnap her, you take her to the desert. If something bad happens, like I don't know, it's not my fault that she's a pussy and can't survive heat, mate. I've been to Vegas. I'm alive.
Would you slap her about him there?
No, she won't. Don't be fucking.
That's the line. I'll expose her to the elements. Let Mother Nature do the damage.
Yeah.
Because I love the woman.
Fucking Mother Nature's going to slap Mother in her because she was a terrible mother to Connor. Do you know what I mean? So this is what you... So you take her to the desert. I've got my H&M hat on, so no one knows it's me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I go and I put... mate, do you know what I do?
Go on.
I've had to blag that her and I are going on holiday to Vegas. Okay? Mm-hmm. So I blagged that we're going on holiday to Vegas. She's buzzing. Can't wait. We're going on holiday to Vegas. We're having an amazing time. So I can't just fucking stick her in the desert on day one. Do you know what I mean?
You
can't just do that.
The holiday
yeah, because it's too sus. So like we're fucking playing craps and that around the tables, playing blackjack, having a good time. We've gone to the fucking like M&M museum and that.
Bellagio,
M&M World. That's gone off. We're nearly done. He'll be all right. We'll just use those 2 cameras for now. Because it's overheating, so it's like it's not changing the battery. It's not going to do anything.
The M&M museum. There's an M&M museum.
No, it's like M&M World where you just got loads of different M&M flavors and that. Yeah, so we go there, having a fucking great time, mate. Yeah. Having a sick time.
That's what Vegas is for, isn't it? The M&Ms.
M&Ms. Yeah. So you go in there, you're having a good time, and then on like day 4, fucking hell, out of nowhere she gets kidnapped. That's mad.
You're crying to the police. We were having
such a good time. She just gets kidnapped out of nowhere. Me and the boys that I've hired 2 boys, by the way.
Oh, have you? So you weren't part
Felix and John.
So why did you have a balaclava then?
Huh? No, because I was part of it. There was 3 of us, but I've got the balaclava. I took that from home as well. I didn't buy that at the H&M in Vegas.
You bought it at the H&M in Stockport.
Yeah. So I was just fucking kidnapped. She don't suspect me because I went to go get Cokes. We've just had a shitload of M&Ms. We need to wash it down. We need a soda.
Yeah, and she's so thirsty. That's all she's thinking.
That's all she's thinking about. So she's like, "Fucking hell!" He leaves to go get my soda.
He's such a good boy. Why did I steal from him?
Why did I steal from him? Why did I steal from him? By the way, I had to buy a van. Forgot about that bit. I was on Auto Trader for the first 3 days. She didn't know. Kept slipping off to go on Auto Trader so I could buy this van. Had to learn how to drive on the left side. Fucking nightmare. Hired those boys. We've kidnapped her. We just stick her in the middle of the desert, leave her there for 3 days, crack a window so she survives. And after 3 days, we won't even get police involved because no one knows. Like, I'll just keep updating Facebook so all our family thinks that we're alive.
Then, don't you think that like it's sus when she does come back and she's like, I've just been in the desert for 3 days.
No, because I'm gonna go back after 3 days, open the thingy and be like, fucking, where's my 120 quid?
That was so intimidating. So what though? Look how much money you've just spent and how much effort you've just put on.
You've got to spend money to make money, haven't you? She's not going to steal again.
I'm in profit.
She's not going to steal again.
Yeah, but you could have just like had a coffee with her and said, "Listen, Mum, I know you're here."
She don't like coffee.
She doesn't like coffee. The flights make perfect sense. Let's get that woman to Vegas. Get her on a plane. We'll get to the bottom of this.
There's 2 options. There's a desert in Vegas and a coffee. She don't like coffee.
She fucking loves M&M's.
She loves the heat. Yeah. On a real, I don't know what he does. I think he has to approach it. I do want to know what happens though, so we want the part 2. He's going to have to confront her because there's no way. He's going to have to live there for a little while longer. We've talked about it on the previous episode. The rental market and the housing market's fucked.
Yeah.
So he's going to have to live there for a little while longer. And he's talking about, he needs to go up to her, he needs to say, listen, why are you stealing? Mate, I've just been fucking listening to my favourite podcast. I'm this close to taking you to Vegas. And she's like, fucking hell, we're going on holiday. He's like, don't get me started. And he just needs to have a chat with her and just let her know that actually,
or
he's not here to play games.
Fucking play her at her own game and just take stuff from her gradually.
I don't think she has much that he probably wants, though. Sounds like she's skint, first of all.
Yeah, but just do it. Just do it.
What's she got that he wants?
No, but but take away what she likes. Take like the TV, just gone one day.
Just gone.
Yeah, you sold it at Cashies.
But then
beat
she becomes a victim then, though.
Nah. 2 wrongs do make a right. Right. Eye for an eye. It's in the Old Testament.
Is it?
Yeah.
You read it, have you?
Okay. Wikipedia.
Yeah, I don't know what he does. I think he just has to approach it. I do want part 2, though. I really want part 2. I want to know what he does. I want to know what she says. Because there might be a genuine reason, but it doesn't change the facts. She should never have stole from him.
I know. It's so tough.
And
when it happened to me, it was great.
If at any point she ends up...
I made money, baby.
If at any point she ends up fighting for her life in a Nevada desert, we are not liable. We merely gave options.
I said fuck all.
Yeah, I don't know. That was juicy, though. Please keep them coming in. We really fucking appreciate it. Have you got anything else you want to say?
No.
Are we done?
I think so.
Because I don't feel that the cameras can hack this room.
It's too hot.
And neither can I. I'm wearing a hoodie. It was a mistake.
Good hoodie, though, mate.
It's a fucking class hoodie, isn't it? It's class.
I want it.
Class. Do us a favour while we're on the topic and whatnot. We're not on the topic of anything. Just made that up. No. The next 5 things I'm going to say are going to be completely off topic from everything we discussed. It's so stupid. But do us a favour, go on to your favourite podcast. What's it called? Apple Podcast, Spotify, that sort of shit.
Yeah, platform.
Give us a 5-star rating.
On the topic of my sick Homer Simpson hoodie, go on every podcast platform and give us good reviews.
Well, Simpsons is a 5-star show. Rate us the same.
So I saw how you got there.
Don't make me try and justify fucking bullshit. Don't make me do that. But yeah, give us a 5-star rating and send in your submissions and all that good stuff. We really fucking appreciate it. We said this on the last episode that Patreon's coming soon. It really is. Really, it's going to be fucking cheap as well. The cheapest Patreon in the world.
I mean, don't promise that. Because Daddy wants to make a little bit of change. Champagne Pappy wants to make a little change.
Does it?
That's his other catchphrase. Let's make some change. But he means like in the world as well.
Yeah.
He's a good man.
He sounds it.
Yeah.
We love you. We appreciate you. We'll see you again. Bye. Have a great time in Florida, by the way.
Oh, mate, I can't wait. I'm going to come back.
Very excited.
So white. Because I'm going to be wearing so much sun cream.
White. You're going to come back with a gun. You're going to be redneck white. Super white. What? The what? Yeah, I think we're done.
Sound.
See you later.